What up, you guys? This is Crow here from Crow's Archery Motorcycle Adventures, and today I have a pretty interesting and very thought out conclusion to a topic that has recently been gaining ground in the online community. Talking about attachment styles. Okay, and those attachment styles would be secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. Well, I've had a couple of people actually in recent discussions that I've had asking and trying to compare like an avoidant personality type with someone in a cluster B personality disorder, such as narcissistic personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, yada yada. The main three trifecta of ugh. All right, so before we jump into this, go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you would like to see me uploading more videos. And I am honestly so ready to talk about this because I'm going to tell you right now from my experience, based on my dating history, based on my marriage history, based on a lot of things. So you see, here's the thing, I'm a very empathetic person, okay? And within an attachment style, you could technically place me within a secure, anxious area. Somewhere in there. I have well, not more, but I have anxious tendencies and my secure tendencies. And then the other styles, here, there, a little thing here, just depends on the situation, people, all of that. Okay. But at the core, there is usually a main place on that spectrum that you sit. Okay, so try to figure out what your attachment style is, and it's going to help you in your dating life, tell you a lot about yourself, and it will also help you be a better partner in the long run if that's what you choose to do and what you decide to do. Okay, but if we look at a correlation between avoidant personality types and people within a dark triad of personality types, there are a lot of similarities in behaviors and things, but I will fully say that my conclusion is that someone such as a narcissist, like an actual full-blown narcissist, they are fully aware of what it is that they do or they are doing, and they know it's wrong, but they don't care. They are psychological and emotional predators and energy vampires, and that is how they live their life. I'm not saying they don't have the ability to change, but survey says 99% of the time it's never going to happen. Not everybody can be the exception. All right, and they will display a lot of the same behaviors during breakup stages like avoidants do, okay, or even in a relationship with an avoidant. Okay, for example, the difference really between that narcissist and someone who is just like a big, heavy avoidant personality type is moments of intimacy. Okay, when a narcissist is in a moment of where there could actually be intimacy, the thing is, the narcissist has the ability to smile and fake it the entire time with no problem, no issue, no nothing. Okay, and someone who is not a narcissist but is more in that avoidant category, they are a victim to themselves in a never-ending time loop. Okay, and the only way that they will ever become better and get past that is by being awoken and shown to what it is that they are actually doing. Okay? And that is when they have the ability to change their behavior. But really, let's also take a look at why avoidance and anxious people tend to attract each other. And that boils down to a simple fact. There's the whole concept of when I look into your eyes, I see everything. What that is both of you are recognizing the same core wound within each other. And that is what is attracting you and drawing you to each other, because both of you are wanting to fix that wound within someone else instead of fixing it within yourself. Okay? And so both of you are going into this relationship under the guise of bettering each other. Okay? And the thing is, what you'll notice is that the anxious person will show with their actions by trying to be there that they care. The avoidant person, what they have stuck in their head because of the trauma within their life is that love is abandonment. And even though it's a paradox, because they are deathly afraid of abandonment, that's why they try to beat you to the punch and do it first. Okay? And the thing is, if we look at that and we recognize that, what we are saying here and what we are seeing is that both of these people, this anxious person and this avoidant person, both want the exact same thing. Okay? But neither one of them are going to have it until they heal the internal wound. And I feel that that is where it's time to really break through into the next chapter. You want to level up. If you find yourself stuck dating these kind of people and you really want to level up, heal yourself. Work on yourself. Find out what your attachment style is. Really look into it, and then also consider putting yourself into therapy and actively changing your life. Start to recognize your behavior and actually work through it. Okay? Because you cannot complain about your life or the people that you meet based on the work that you have not done for yourself. Or you are destined to keep repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again. You see, the thing is, an avoidant character, what they really truly want is they want someone to love and love them on a whole nother level. And when they break up with you and abandon you out of nowhere, you know what they're basically telling you? That you are an amazing person and they love you. That's what they're telling you, is that they love you. And it's really messed up and it sounds crazy and insane, but that is what they are telling you. Or that they know that they have the ability to love you. So when they dip out, really what they are doing is they are suppressing every feeling that they have and putting it away in like a box. Okay? To avoid that. All right? Because in their mind, what they are doing is they are making a defense mechanism to not get any closer. And you'll notice that with a narcissist, when something like that happens, like an intimate moment, like truly a next level intimate moment, they're going to stay there and smile in your face as long as it serves them and benefits them. An avoidant person, what is happening between that anxious person and that avoidant person is they are literally, the push-pull dynamic that's created, that is both of them triggering each other's wound. Their internal wound. That's exactly what it is. They are literally triggering each other's core wound. And that is what creates that horrible, god-awful push-pull dynamic circular, motion. And the reality is, in order to get to a point to where if you truly care about that person, you have to heal yourself. You have to worry about yourself and work on yourself and become better. All right? You're not going to fix another person. But what you can do is inspire them to work on and fix themselves because they want to for them. They can have what it is that they truly deeply desire, but what they have to get over is the fear of getting that close emotionally. And the reason, they fear that is because they are afraid of abandonment. So they have to trigger it happening on their end first, to save themselves the pain of possibly getting hurt, when really they don't even know if they're actually going to get hurt or not. Really, it's self-sabotage, and they do it to themselves. That's all it is. That's all it is. And it's sad. It's beyond sad. It's so sad because, in fact, I have dealt with that kind of behavior in my life. And the only thing you can do is just try to become better for yourself and level up and keep going. And if that person happens to recognize what they are doing, because again, a lot of the time subconsciously, they have no idea. They're not even aware that they are doing it. Okay? So if there could ever be information put out there for someone that has that kind of person, that kind of attachment kind of style, and they were to actually listen and to and realize that they are not always right, that it's not always going to have the same end unless you make it have the same end, And that's literally what they do. They make it have the same end by dipping out and trying to beat you to the punch, even if you weren't going to do it. But again, sometimes an anxious person does kind of, put it forward to where they, some of that starts to come out because of their problems. Okay. And that's why it is your responsibility, if you truly care about not just other people in the world and trying to be a better person and all that, you have to worry about you. That way, whenever you meet these people and you also possibly get to a point to where you are going to the next step, that you are not going to constantly be triggering each other going back and forth. And that's why it's so important to pay attention to the signs and ask these questions. All right, dealing with someone with that kind of attachment style, it is very hard. It is very difficult. And the thing is, a lot of people are caught off guard from the beginning because they don't know. They really don't know from the start. So it's not really their fault. But a lot of the times they end up learning too late. And then they go off, self develop, and then maybe they run into that person down the road and, you know. But a lot of the times, people that are stuck in those positions will never do anything different to better their life or to change who they are. That understanding, basically killing that core wound that's within them and realizing that that is literally the driving force of what they are doing. And you can say that to somebody till you're blue in the face, but realistically, to me, the best hope and the best shot to help someone change their life in that regard is by basically putting this information out here, them listening into it, and then them deciding, hey, it's time to do something different. So no, not every person that has a devoid or you could almost say like a devoid, like a void, like who's a narcissist or falls into that dark triad personality types. Not all of those kind of people are also avoidant attachment style. There's a big correlation in a lot of ways based on a lot of behavior, but that does not mean that they are a narcissist or anything like that. There are key differences that you can notice, but there's also a lot of similarities. Okay? And it's the same way in a lot of ways with a lot of things. But either way, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I hope this helps somebody out. If you have any more questions about attachment styles, things to look out for concerning psychological predators or anything of the sort, let me know. I can help you out. And I'll be honest, a lot of my experience in dealing with them is because I learned the hard way. And I'm pretty sure that's how it is with every single person that has ever speaked about any of that stuff here on the internet. Either way, again, I love y'all. Peace.